Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. We are looking at a nice day to start, 45 and sunshine. Later tonight, we get rain beginning, then it goes heavy on the overnight, and it ends by the time you wake up, 7, 8 in the morning. Should be done, but the major problem here is more rain and wind for the people who are already underwater, flooded. And that's not good.
No,
not good for those neighborhoods, and they're still digging out from the rain 3 days ago, Cande. It's not a good situation, and we wish them well with this new round of rain. By the way, Cande, I am the father of a 16-year-old today. I have to mention again. My Leah turned 16 today. So we discussed already a bunch of stuff earlier in the hour, but yesterday, her and Elijah and Dana went to get their hair done. They all look fantastic. And I told you, Abigail had hers done like a month ago, so it was just me and my girl, Abby, yesterday.
And what did you two do?
We went out to dinner. I had her choose. She wanted to decide. So we went
So she didn't want to split that Big Mac with you. Is that what you're saying?
No, she did not want McDonald's. She decided on the diner. That is where we ended up.
Love the diner.
Yeah. And as a matter of fact, there's a back room at the diner that sometimes they seat you in. If it's crowded, they use it, extra seating. It was empty. We went about 4 o'clock, so it was like empty at the diner at 4 o'clock. And for some reason or other, they put us in that back room. And can I tell you, no one else was seated back there.
I love that.
Private dining.
Now you know how the stars dine.
It was awesome. We had a great time. She had...
And what?
She had pancakes. She wanted pancakes.
Oh, she had breakfast for dinner. I love that.
Yep. And I had a steak panini as well.
Look at you, a panini.
Yes, and it came with soup, which I packed up and took home for Dana. Because I knew she likes the matzo ball soup, so I packed up the soup for her.
Who doesn't?
Yep. We had a good time last night. It was
That's
fun.
Wonderful father and daughter outing. I love it.
Yeah.
I remember those outings with my dad, and they were always special. Always.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then she had jazz band to go to, and then we, like I told you earlier, we opened the gifts, Leah's birthday presents last night. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Before she turned 16.
Was there cake?
No. Tonight we'll.
Tonight.
Well, and there might not be, in the traditional sense, there might not be a cake. We'll have to throw some candles in whatever desserts they have on the menu.
I see where you're going. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope your whole family has a lovely dinner and all the girls. And boy, there's going to be a lot of chatter.
Oh my God, too much chatter, if you ask me.
A lot of chatter.
Cande, a couple of days ago, something was unveiled or happened, and you will not care. I'm sure you won't care, but it was huge for a guy like me who loves to go cruising. The brand new, did you see the Icon of the Seas roll into Miami? Did you see it?
I'm sorry, I did not.
All right, later, I'm going to have to send you a video later. The largest cruise ship on the water, the Icon of the Seas, which sets sail, by the way, on my mother's birthday, the inaugural sailing with people... January 27th, set sail from Miami, was unveiled. Well, it's been unveiled for a while. It was built in Europe. It sailed test runs back and forth for like a week, and then back to the port, a week, back to the port. Then they finally took it across the globe and got it to Miami.
And it didn't sink.
It's good. The whole crew was on it for all this time, getting the ship prepared and going through their rigors of making sure the ship is good. And it pulled into Miami port just 2 days ago. And it doesn't disappoint, Cande. It is a monster. It is just... Now, you would not enjoy it because It holds 7,600
Oh my
passengers.
God.
And with crew, you're over 10,000
Oh,
people on this ship.
yeah.
But for a guy like me, I mean, it's like I'm watching this ship pull into Miami. I'm like, yes, one day,
One
Candy.
day you're getting on there, and you better have a huge, huge space with a balcony.
We,
I
and
will
but
never go on a cruise unless I have a balcony. Never, never,
oh,
never, never, never.
me too, me too. I need to open the door and have some air, no doubt.
Have to, have to.
Yeah. And by the way, this ship not affordable. If you want that, but look, I have a family of 5. If it's you and Brian going on in a smaller cabin, fine, it's
Right,
affordable.
I
You
want a
could
cabin with a balcony.
Right.
That's all.
I'm going family of 5. I need 2 cabins. I mean, it's not
No,
affordable.
it's a
So
lot. No.
it's we're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be like 5 years at least. Like we're gonna wait and see what happens here. But one day, Candy, I will get on the Icon. Crazy.
Well, I look forward to the review.
Yeah, you'll be retired by then.
I'm sure prices will drop too because it's like the hot thing right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, years from now, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
At some point, you'll be able to. When it's the old girl, when it's not the new girl anymore, and it's the old girl, you can.
Maybe Abigail will want a wedding on a cruise ship.
That would be
Wouldn't
great.
that be your dream come true? Your
If
dream.
one of my kids got married on a cruise ship or at Mohegan Sun,
Oh,
I am ready to go. Mm-hmm.
all right, all right.
All right. On to some other things, Candy. Did you hear about the guy suing Walmart because he says he was profiled? He was falsely accused of shoplifting, and he was profiled. Now, it looks like the court's going to throw it out, and there's no legitimate claim here. But what he wanted in the lawsuit is what's making headlines. So he is suing Walmart for $100 million for the emotional stress of being profiled and accused of shoplifting. But he wrote in the lawsuit that if he doesn't get the $100 million, he would accept free shopping for life at Walmart, where he's allowed to walk in to any Walmart and take whatever he wants.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that's an interesting way to sue. I don't think he's going to win.
Yeah, and isn't this what he was accused of originally?
Yes.
He would.
Yes.
I mean, come on. He wants to walk into a Walmart and just grab what he wants. Well, that's kind of what you're.
Don't we all?
little much. All right. And here's one for you. An article that, see, most of this is common knowledge, but there's a few in here that are pretty good. The 10, and we're not going to go through all because some of them are just too obvious. The 10 unspoken office rules that you should never break going into 2024. Now, everyone's back, the holidays are over. People are back in the office, right? Here are the rules you should never break. Candy, we know never to reheat something smelly in the microwave in the office, right?
Well, we should know that. Not everyone does.
Yes. If you're going to heat something up in the microwave, make sure it doesn't stink. Thank you.
I told you about this girl I used to work with. She ate broccoli every morning and would heat it up in the microwave, and the whole office would smell like broccoli at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't do it. Can't
No.
do it. Here's one. It says, don't be too efficient. Not only do you make other people look bad, but your boss is just going to ask you to do more.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Let's have
just-
Evan in on this conversation with his human resource knowledge.
Just be efficient enough to fly under the radar, Candy. That seems to be the way to go.
That seems to be my MO. Thank you.
This is a good one. The third time you walk past someone does not require any sort of greeting. So the first time you walk past someone during the day in the office, hey, how you doing? The second time, you give a little nod. The third time, you ignore them. No more hellos on the third time.
How about I'll do what I feel?
Oh, You want to be that person?
Yeah,
Who
I do.
is making small talk
You know,
every
there
time?
was a time when I would walk in the office, of course, albeit it's very early, right? And I'd go, "Good morning," and everyone would just look at me like, "What?" And I would say, "I just said good morning. Nobody answers me back. I said good morning." So it
Man.
was like a running joke that when I would come in and say good morning, everybody would go, "Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning," because I threw a fit.
Yeah, they finally got fed up with you, so they just gave in. I mean, that's obvious.
I mean, if someone says good morning, say good morning back. What's the matter with you?
Oh my God, how annoying must you have been.
Mm,
Candy, unless you have a private office, do not use speakerphone out in the general public in the
I hate
office.
speakerphone, period, anyway.
Yeah.
I hate speakerphone.
Don't schedule meetings first thing Monday or last thing Friday. Everybody will hate you.
That's true.
Especially last thing Friday. That's the one.
Oh,
You don't schedule meetings the end of a
no,
Friday.
not if
No.
you want to be liked.
And the final one that I think is very important for office rules that you must follow, unwritten office rules you have to follow. Wait, this is top of the list. When you're in a meeting, one of these long meetings, and your boss says, "Okay, that about wraps it up. Anything else?" Keep your mouth
Oh,
shut.
this is such a thing with me. I once had a huge fight with someone because they would always, once he was, all right, anything else? And I'd look at him and say, if you open that mouth, yeah,
Bad move.
no, there is nothing else.
Quick way to make everybody hate you, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Candy, we're going to get a decent day to start, 45 and sunny, maybe a few clouds, but later on tonight, we get the rain coming in later, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Overnight, could have some heavy rain, so those flood areas could be flooding some more. Looks to end right around the time you wake up, about 7, 8 in the morning. Should be gone, making way for an okay weekend. Little windy Sunday, but otherwise looks to be dry. Not too bad over the weekend, so should be good. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.